This is the first episode of season 2, too.
Fuck yeah.
This is episode 50, so we appreciate you for fucking with us, bro. Hell yeah. Season 2, man. We have a new intro, too.
We do?
They'll see it once we get to this point, but we hope you guys fuck with the intro.
How y'all doing? We back.
That's the word, y'all.
Welcome to the offworld podcast.
Back.
We appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Season 8. We live in the future. Sorry.
Hell yeah. Now, season 4 actually will be on the Space Hotel in 2027.
You gonna be in space.
By your damn self.
Yeah. We got Keith Maynard here with us today. A tattoo artist from Newport. You live in Newport News too, right?
I do. Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's the shop called that you work at?
Foundation Tattoo.
Foundation Tattoo. Hell yeah. Shout out to them. I got
Where's that located?
2 of my 3 tattoos there.
That's on Mercury.
Oh, okay.
It's over by like Arby's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's like it's just a terrible
is it?
street for landmarks.
Yeah, it is kind of. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit on the street, but it's like you don't even.
I'm close to Wawa, and there's like 2. You know, it's always shitty. I always say Arby's, and I'm like, I don't know if anybody.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody really like. If you don't eat at Arby's, you don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what that is.
I know
Is it
what
right
you're
next to the
talking
Wawa? I can't even remember now.
No, it's between. It's like between Big Bethel and Wawa. We're like next to a Tidal Max.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you.
It's
I don't
like
know
across
exactly,
the
but I know that
street
area. I know that
from the
area
Arby's,
very
right?
well.
No,
Yeah.
we're on that side.
On that.
Yeah, it's on the Wawa side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. Keith actually did my my visionary tattoo, so thank you for that. Hell yeah, man.
Thank you.
How'd you get into tattooing, bro?
I always liked tattoos, and I think I don't know why, because my parents didn't have them, and I think my dad owned a drywall company, and man, I felt like sometimes I think I'd see guys that were like when they'd come and pick up their paychecks, like they'd had tattoos or something. I don't know where, but I remember being like a little kid and talking with my brothers, like I'm gonna get a snake and I'm gonna get a fucking dagger and I'm gonna dragon on my back, and
you really got all of that.
I do kind of, yeah.
I think I seen that's a snake, right?
These are all alligators.
Okay, yeah.
I got a fucking big ass snake on my back and a big ass tiger on my back, and I'm actually missing the dagger and the the dragon. I'm kind of fucked up. I should have. I've burned up a lot of my space now.
Yeah.
And it's like those fucking classics. Like I don't have a Reaper, and I need a Reaper real bad. But I started. Man, I think I was in middle school, and I was like, I would draw like tribal on kids' arms with like jelly pens sometimes, and.
Man, it looked official though, right? To the point where everybody wanted the
Were you charging for that?
No.
Boy,
They looked like shit. They really did. They were bad. I think it just was like a fucked up mess, like to clean off, and probably annoyed people's parents more than anything. And dude, it's funny because Miami Ink came out when I was in high school, and it's kind of corny to be like, I saw Miami Ink, and I knew then that I was gonna do that.
Yeah. Was that like the first one of those shows?
That was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the.
There's
one.
like a bunch of them now, right?
Oh yeah. They're all fucking good too. I fucking still like them.
Yeah, if you like, feel like there's like anything, like I think it's like more like the love for something. Like regardless of how many people doing it, it's just like you'll watch it just cause like you love tattooing and shit. So I feel it though, cause I ain't gonna lie, it ain't really too many tattoo shows I've been interested in like that. But
I never watched any of them, honestly.
But no, they actually is interesting. Just the.
I used to watch a Black Ink Crew.
Yeah, Black Ink Crew. I ain't gonna lie. I used to watch that shit too. But just like the. Like the draw, bro. Like just to be creative and like use your mind and put it on a piece of paper, bro. That shit is so creative to me, bro. I love that shit. I wish I was I could draw. You feel me? I can't draw for shit.
You could, you know.
If I put my put time in it, I think I could do that shit for real.
It's a learned skill. It's like one of those things that like I always tell people it's a learned skill, and it's just a brutal fucking thing to get into. Because nobody fucking cares. And it's like, you're going to be bad for so long. And it's just this thing that you're doing by yourself that nobody fucking cares about. So,
just even before it gets a tattoo and it's a drawing, period.
Just drawing.
Yeah.
So like, it's that thing where it's really, you can't see me as like I think my birthday's January 1st, and I have 3 brothers, and like my parents didn't have like expendable money. So like on Christmas and my birthday, I could be like, okay, I want a big gift. And like, can we combine the two together, like Christmas and my birthday? And I asked for like a drawing table.
Yeah.
So they gave me a drawing table, and I would be like, after school, I would just draw until like my mom would come in the room and be like, you have to go to bed now. And that's like so many fucking countless hours of just
Drawing.
Yeah.
Drawing, practicing, working on the craft.
And it's like, unless you really like doing it, you get nothing out of it but your own enjoyment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You show like a kid at school, like, I drew Spawn at home last night. And then
Spent like 4 hours on it.
this fucking dude like took a stapler and like whacked the fucking drawing of Spawn. It's like kids don't fucking like, they're like, cool, I don't give a fuck, But it's just when you don't see that. I mean, that's any skill, right? You don't see like when you see somebody good at something, you don't see
the thousands of hours.
Yeah, like the 10,000 hours they fucking put into it. But hey, if you want to,
I think I touched this on this with do you study any other like artists or like painters or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I actually there's this thing that like art students do where they'll recreate a classic painting, and it'll be like an assignment where you'd be like, I want to paint this Rembrandt, and you just try to learn what Rembrandt did. So you just like imitate it faithfully, and you kind of learn a lot from doing that. So I'll fucking find people's paintings and tattoos and shit, and I'll trace them and then like color them in and like try to get inside their fucking mind and see if I like see what little things they're doing. And that is a fucking big help.
My bad. Go ahead. Do you think about that?
I like I heard this thing. Do you know who Weezer is?
Is he a music artist?
It's a band. Yeah, it's a band. And there's this.
It is.
The lead singer is this dude Rivers Cuomo, and he fucking loves Nirvana. So what he did was like he has like a notebook, and he broke down every single Nirvana song, like to basically like learn every in and out of that song to like figure out like what are they doing to make a song that people
music
love.
That great type shit.
And then he like
dissected it.
Yeah.
Like reverse engineered it basically.
And I heard that and I was like, damn, that's fucking really smart. Like
yeah, that reminds me of that movie with fucking not Tom Hanks, what's the dude? Where he reverse engineer shit. Y'all seen that? What's that motherfucker's name now? I can't remember his name, but he like his job is to like a company will make this crazy technology, and then like this other company will hire him to reverse engineer it, and then be able to make it like cheaper and sell it cheaper, and basically take over the market and shit like that. Forgot to do his name now. Oh yeah, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. That's who it was. And I was asking you about like other artists too, because like I watched a video on like Picasso, and I think I touched on this in another episode, but he had he had a set schedule. Like he would create like. He'll wake up in the morning and go like hang out with friends for a little bit and then create for like 8 hours and then like sleep and then like did you ever have a schedule? Like did it change for you like as far as when you create and all that?
Totally. Now so when I first got it, it's kind of fucked up. When I first started tattooing, I really just like was party all the time. And it's great. It's a great job if you like to, go to strip clubs and do cocaine, but
it is like a party job though.
It's like funny though, because I kind of grew out of that, and I had kids, and I bought the shop like at the same time. So
oh wait, that's your shop?
Yeah.
Oh wow, see I didn't even know that foundation was yours. That's fire. Hell yeah.
Salute to that.
Thank you for sure.
Definitely.
Stressful fucking shit. That shit'll fuck your head up.
But it's worth it.
It just being a boss, period.
Yeah, owning the business period, or like the tattoo business.
All business. I'm not. You work so and like because I know you rap, right?
Yeah.
Do both of y'all rap too?
Yeah.
He raps. He's a designer. He has a clothing brand.
So it's like you get good. You've practiced that, right? That's like nothing. That's the thing that you like I worked on drawing, right? And it's like that's half the story. And you gotta get into fucking the business shit, and it's like, dude, I didn't fucking learn to draw to do paperwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah.
It's like
There's definitely paperwork involved.
or to like tell a guy that works for me like you can't fucking do that in my shop. You know, like that's not the shit that like you're like, oh, I'm dreaming of owning a shop so I can
Tell people what to do and shit.
yeah, like just like we have standards in here that we're trying to live up to.
So you ever had to do with like firing people? Shit
No,
like that?
no. Fortunately for
never
us,
fired anybody?
no, we never fired anybody.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. We only hired people that we really liked and our friends, like we're friends with previously. So everybody in there is cool. They like nobody's perfect, but for the most part, the most I've ever had to say to anybody is just like, chill out.
You like tighten up.
Yeah, just like, you know, everybody has bad days and shit. So if somebody has an attitude or something, all I had to do is just be like, hey, you can't talk to people like that. And that's fortunately, you know, we have it because I've worked at spots where guys that worked there I would have fucking fired in a heartbeat if I could have. But I guess that's the thing about being, you know, the boss. You hired everybody. Like I'm not. There's nobody. I already know them. So.
Did you guys like go to other shops and try to find the best talent, or where was the pool of talent?
Two of them we inherited. So we bought a turnkey business. So my buddy was working there, and two of them were working with him, and they're fucking cool. So easy.
Oh, so that was a shop before Foundation.
It's been two shops before
Okay.
us.
What were they called?
That was I Am Tattoos, which is fucking an old classic. And then Folk City. Sean and Marisa and Seth were all working there before. Sean and I bought the shop, and we just kept them because they're cool as fuck. And then I did hit up a buddy of mine. I was like, he was working for another dude that I actually am cool with, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. And I was basically like, come over here, fuck, you know, working for him kind of thing. Yeah. He's a cool guy, but you know, it's a stressful shop.
How do tattoo artists usually get paid? Is it just commission or is there like a salary in it?
Tattoo artists are typically
the ones that don't own the shop, obviously.
Y'all got to pay for, like, two tattoo artists got to pay for like their booth and shit, right? Like just like barbers and shit.
There's two breakdowns. It's like just like barbers where they pay us money monthly or they can give us a split. So we just do 60-40, and that's kind of like in the old days, that was your raise. That was kind of the best you'll ever do on a percentage. You usually you'd start at 50-50. So like, you know, just split everything down the middle. And then as a guy worked for you for a while, you'd cut him another 5% and then another 5%. And at some point you're like, you're never getting more than 60 unless you do booth rent. And honestly, I would never offer anybody percentage over 60. I just fucking get them on booth rent. That's way better. But it sucks if you don't have clients. So yeah, your ass is on the hook for
if you do the booth rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm on the hook, so
is there like a time of the year where usually it gets busier, or what time of summer? I guess
right now.
Yeah,
when summer's about to come.
Yeah. Everywhere is eating. And for real though, if you think about, I don't want to get off topic and shit, but if you think about it, like how it seemed like it was set up like that. You feel me? It was set up for for everybody to get all this money just to say the economy type shit, just so they could put the money back because they know motherfuckers gonna want to get new shit with new money.
Makes sense, though.
Yeah, because think about it, some people actually got their shit together. Some people don't really need that money, so some people actually using that money to go out and spend spending on certain shit. So
no, some people think they don't need that.
Yeah, some people think they don't need it, but at the same time, last thing I want to say, man, if you make sure your bills, get your bills straight with the stimulus or handle your, just take care of your business, man. You feel me? Wait to buy anything you don't really need to buy right now, man. Take care of your business. But
for sure.
Back to home.
No, honestly, we can. I'm down to talk about this.
Yeah, we can veer off. Yeah, just on money, like,
I fucking love finances.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Maybe you can school us a little bit, bro, because I'm not really hip how money works, but it's like, you know how they say if they print money, then the dollar will lose value?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but my thing is like, okay, they're giving out all this money, and like he said, we're all pretty much putting it back in the economy.
I mean,
I don't see how
what it
that
seemed
could
like.
fuck it up. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, here's what they're gonna do, and they're taking that shit from somewhere else.
What do you
Oh, buddy, that fucking, like, you get $1,400, right? That $1,400 is coming from something. And I was talking with a buddy of mine. He owns a house in Virginia Beach, and the property value went up 40% this year.
Holy shit.
So that personal property tax on that house just fucking like shot right up.
Yeah.
So they doled all that money out to spend. They know motherfuckers just gonna spend it. You know, I'm fucking taking it. For example, but they're gonna get that shit in a different tax somehow. That's what the thing is. And
yeah.
dude, my wife is a statistician. So she got a master's in applied mathematics. She does statistical work. She's like officially a data scientist, and she's fucking tight as fuck with money. She knows finances. Like her dad, she got her first check, and her dad took her to a financial advisor and was like, listen to this motherfucker and do what they say. So she gave the check to them. So she got through her master's degree, no debt at all. And when I met her, no debt.
Wait, how though?
She was paying it off. She was paying it while she was, what you mean, how?
But like, what did the financial advisor, what do you put it into the stock market or something?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's a whole job. Like, it's like, if you get into like what I do, every little nook and cranny of what I do, I could get in like lost in this minutia of detail of little things. They do that shit with money, you know? Yeah. So like, you know, they know all. I don't know a lot about it, but I know a lot of it is like they'll put shit in stocks. They'll put shit in fucking like mutual funds. They'll spread your shit out in a bunch of safe directions where your goal is like you lose and you gain, you lose and you gain, you lose and you gain, and you just continue to make more than you lose over time because they've spread it out in a way that's like relatively safe. And it all depends on how young you are. If you're really fucking young, they'll be like, we could take way bigger risks. Because if like how old are you?
25.
So
you have more time to bounce back?
Bingo. If you're gonna retire at 65, you got 40 fucking years.
This shit ain't working, bro.
If you lose 20 grand today, you work one extra year and you fucking do way better than that 20 grand.
I get it.
So, anyways, I met her. I had like 50 grand in debt and shit. I was just like, whatever. I got fucking credit cards and shit. Dude, I fucking bought an ounce of Coke off a fucking.
Hey yo, he was like, wait, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh yeah, he was going crazy back in the day.
Dude, I got a fucking credit card from Capital One, and you could fucking pull money out of the ATM with it. Yeah. And I was like, we're gonna get some fucking blow. I'm like, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna make. And then, dude, I just fucking like went nuts, you know. And so I'm like I'm like 28, and I still have this fucking G of money I just like withdrew for cocaine when I was 18, you know. Just like paying a minimum like $20. Thank you, Capital One, for that night, March fucking 7th of 2006. Thank you.
Boy had student loans, pretty much.
Well, the student loans are fucking fine, man. They're like, no. Sorry.
Yeah, that shit fucked up. I thought I had my shit. I don't even got mine.
The student loans interest. This is boring. I could talk about, if you want to talk about it, I could talk about some.
What did you go to school for? First of all,
I went to school for a lot of stuff. I never graduated, and I was just like, I went for like computer science. I was like, I'm gonna be a nurse. I knew I wanted a tattoo. My dad was like, nah, Keith, don't do that. Don't do that, because those guys, they're just they just do a lot of drugs and stuff, and you're just gonna be around some like shitty people, and I was like, yeah, that's
exactly what I want.
That's what I want to do. I want to do drugs. So I was like, okay. My dad is just like, so it's that fucked up thing, man. It's my old man. He fucking destroyed his body doing drywall and not making shit. And my mom is a lunch lady. And the two of them, my dad is like, oh, I graduated in 1978. And I had a friend who fucking went to college and got a computer science degree. And he's fucking rich as shit. You need to go to college. Don't be a fucking idiot. And
you sound like Kanye in fucking the graduation skits.
Yeah.
I have a degree, but I don't have shit. But I have this degree. Like,
well, what's crazy is back in the fucking 70s, you had shit. So
it was different back then.
Yeah, if there wasn't fucking a million people running around with a bachelor's degree like today, we're like, dude, everybody fucking half the people that graduate high school get a bachelor's. Nobody gives a fuck about your bachelor's.
Because it's the average now.
It's just just like a high school diploma.
Yeah.
But it's not real, right? It's not true. It's like, to some degree, that's true, but not really. Like, you can make fucking buku cash without a degree.
I think a lot of the people who own
there are.
I think a lot of the people who own the biggest companies didn't even go to college.
Dude, isn't that the
That's
funny
a
shit?
fact.
When you look into that stuff, it's like, man, I was looking at this dude, this hacker Gummo. This motherfucker dropped out of school. He was like 13, and he was like fucking Bitcoin farming before Bitcoin
mining,
blew up.
Yo, I've been reading into that a little bit lately.
Dude, this dude was like, yeah, we had like 8,000 Bitcoin. Dude, that motherfucker is rich as shit now.
Yeah.
And he's like, I quit school at the 7th grade. Like,
Bro.
That's what he said.
dude, basically, it's like, it's insane.
Yo, this that hacker shit is really crazy, bro. I wanted to be a hacker when I was in like 5th grade.
Dude, you should have.
I never.
You fucked up, dude.
I really did, bro. Yo, there's people out here really hack. Like, there's a guy that hacked Dogecoin, like a couple years ago. Still hasn't got caught to this day. He got like 8-10 million. Like, they can't find him. Like,
Dude, you want to talk about some coin shit?
bro, what's up?
Dude,
Because I'm into Dogecoin.
Dude, that Dogecoin shit.
Yeah.
Buddy, I was fucking tattooing this dude, and he's like, get on Robinhood. So I like signed up for it and shit. And I was like, listen, man, I'm gonna put 1,000 into Dogecoin. I know it's a joke. I know it's a fucking
When was
joke.
this though?
This was like 3 months ago.
Okay, so it was
before
still
the shit
less
blew
than a
up.
cent. Yeah.
And he's like, don't do that. And I'm like, I know, man, but if it ever blew up, I'd be fucking rich. And I just was like, all right, I'll just put $10 in. And
That shit went up like 2,600%.
Man, I know you bad.
dude, I was so fucking pumped.
bro,
I would have made $10,000 fucking dollars, dude.
Bro,
It would've been, like,
if you would have
fucking
put
awesome.
if you would have put 40,000 into Dogecoin 1 year ago, it'd be worth $1 million right now. Bro, that shit went up like 2,400, 2,600%, bro.
Right here, like,
you said how many
And
years
especially
ago?
like I wouldn't.
1
I
year
would have been
ago.
waiting like a few
Yeah,
months.
just-
That's the thing that sucks. Like,
we talking about like to get the money.
I did the shit. I wanted to do the shit just like 2 months before it blew up. It was like,
Yeah.
but I will say this, fucking turning $10 into like $100 was pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I think I bought $50 worth of it. I bought $100 worth of it like 3-4 months ago. Then I sold it in like 2 months because it wasn't doing shit. And
Yeah.
I think I had like $20 left. I kept like 20. I just keep 20 in case it goes up.
Right.
Then it went up crazy. Then I ended up buying. I bought back in at like 4 cents or some shit like that.
Man, I got cracked out on that shit, and I sucked like $5,000 out and was like, I'm done. I'm not fucking with it no more. Because I'd just be like on my phone, like, oh, what's the fucking stocks and coins doing?
Yeah, no, that shit's kind of addicting, but
It's fucking real addicting. The truth is, the average Robinhood user fucking makes like fucking 40 times the buys and sells of a person who is a professional investor. It's basically like they fucking gamify that app just like they do with Instagram and like I'm looking at my phone right now. But they gamify it. So you're just like pushing buttons, colors, lights, and shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, money. I want to make my money. And you know, you're like shucking and jiving every fucking direction. And in reality, what investors do is they put the shit in
And they wait.
and they say a midterm investment is 3 to 5 years. So, you know, that coin shit, if you wait 3 to 5 years, you might fucking make it.
Yeah, that's why it's like different.
It's a long game.
When you like buy and sell trades, though, like day traders. I was watching a video of this dude. He was making like up to like 600 in like fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Every
can,
day.
Yeah, you can make money.
He's like,
It's
you could leave the market whenever you want to. Like, he was like, I just came into the market like not too long ago. I can still stay in another 2 hours.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I know a day trader, and it's like some days you talk to this motherfucker, and he's like, I made $1,000 in a fucking hour, and then so like he's like, I'm making all this fucking money, and one day he's like, I lost $10,000. It's like scratchers, where like
it's a lot of
you like
yeah.
win as much as you lose, and you feel like
That's
really,
all
I'm
it
doing
is
good.
risk management, really.
Right.
Like,
Right.
that's why I can't really.
All that shit's like they say in Wolf of Wall Street. Fugazi. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a wazi. It's a woozy.
That was a
But yeah, no, even just back to like I like how you touched on just turning your passion into a business and like all that comes with that and like all the new stuff you have to learn to even just get into that space. Like yeah, like what are some setbacks you had in doing that you had to kind of overcome?
Waste management. Dude.
What do you mean?
Dude. When you start a business, everybody thinks that you make all the money. And like, it's like everybody has a scheme. You know, everybody is a fucking crook. No matter, like, it's like, it's so funny, man. You learn really fucking fast that every fucking company and dude, you get calls all day. Like, will you buy this for your company? Will you buy this? Will you fucking do this or sign up for this? And at some point, it's like waste management. Just like,
You talking about from the city?
no, waste management is a separate company.
I'm talking about like you said people are telling you to buy this, buy that.
Just like companies, like different,
Oh, like trying to like partner with you, I guess.
or they just hit you up for services.
Okay.
So you have a brick and mortar store, right? You want to have that place high on Google. So when people search for what you do, your shit pops up at the top.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, the higher up you are, the more likely you're going to turn those searches into money. And then, you know, companies just call you like, hey, we'll get you higher on Google, you know?
Oh yeah.
And
I've gotten those calls. I have a pressure washing business too.
yeah, so you know, and like some of them work, some of them don't. Yelp, they'll fucking hit you up. They'll be like, "Oh, use Yelp, pay fucking $600 a month."
I don't even really think people use Yelp like that.
Fuck
anymore.
Yelp. Yelp is so fucking lame. I don't use Yelp.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody, if somebody came into the shop was like, I use Yelp, I'm like fuck you. Shout out to Yelp, everybody. Fuck Yelp. Dude. No, man. But so Waste Management just hits us up one day like, we're not picking up your trash, and I'm like, why? You know, they're like, you owe us $5,000. I'm like, no, I fucking don't.
I'm like, yo. Look.
But it's funny.
On that shit. That shit had me mad. Like, what you mean $5,000?
So these other motherfuckers, it's like, I have my suspicions, but they just try to get over on you, man. They're just Waste Manager's gonna hit you up and see if you'll fucking pay it. Yeah. So, you know, my response would be, come and get your fucking dumpster. Because, like, I'm not paying that. It's full of trash. You're gonna take it back, motherfucker. Like, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Take were you gonna cart it away and dump it out? You're just gonna take it away. I'm not paying you. But my business partner's wife just was like freaked out and paid it. And it's like, fuck, dude, I'm on the fucking hook for $2,500.
The city doesn't play, bro.
Dude, fucking.
You know how much, bro? You know how many fees there are to build a house, dude?
It's fucking.
It's
crazy.
like $15,000-$20,000 in fees just to even be able to build your house. Like this shit is like ridiculous, and then they're slow as fuck, bro.
That's the shit I'm talking
You know
about. Where it's like these crook motherfuckers. Like they're like, give us a fuckload of money right now on the time, or you're not gonna get your shit. But we can take our time.
No, he's not. Pay us now, and we'll be out in 3 to 6 weeks to
do
what the fuck we need to do.
See,
like,
my old man would always say that shit about the fucking government. They're like, you go to fucking jail if you don't pay them, but when they gotta pay you, then it's like, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. It's like fuck you. Yeah, it's all that kind of shit like that, man. Our the health department fee for us is $1,400 a year. So the next highest payment is fucking $460. And that's for like some on-site sewage, septic, like poop and pee stuff.
Yeah.
Where like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm like, you know damn well what they're doing. They're like, fuck you, fuck your business. We don't really want you here. You're gonna have to give us like a lot of money to just be. They'll come and shut your fucking ass down if you don't pay that.
Yeah, we could do a whole damn near whole podcast on that in itself of making it. It should be way easier for people to start businesses, like local businesses. It shouldn't be like all these hoops you got to jump through. Like,
but is that shit, man? A lot of these motherfuckers at the city and stuff. Yeah, right. They have businesses. They have friends with businesses. They've been in this area or whatever area for a long time, and they want to fucking. They don't want you to do it too. Right? Because you might cut into their fucking bottom dollar, right? So in Norfolk, there was this dude Donnie that was on the city hall board where you get approved to get to open a shop. Donnie owns a fucking shop in Norfolk.
tattoo shop.
Oh yeah. And it's like weird. That's really quite.
Oh wait,
funny.
I just connected that. He was on the board that approves people allowed to open tattoo shops.
Bingo.
That's like monopoly shit. Right
It's some monopoly shit. But Norfolk is some good old boy motherfuckers. They're to Hampton's credit, Hampton's relatively chill. And I'm not just saying that because this is going on a recording and I have a business in Hampton. Yeah. They really are pretty chill. But like some of the other cities, man, they're fucking. So we were like gonna open a shop in Norfolk, and they're like, yeah. You're gonna get it landscaped. You're gonna get the outside landscaped, and you're gonna get it landscaped.
It's concrete.
Well, there's like a part where there would be grass. There is like a dirt patch.
Okay.
And you're gonna get it landscaped, and you're gonna get it landscaped by this company, and it's like some friend of theirs. They're like gonna kick some money to them, and they're like, you're gonna have to change the parking lot the way it's paved, and you're gonna get it paved by this company, and it's some other friend, and it's just that good old boy shit where it's like so weaved together, so tight, where all these people their families have been in Norfolk for hundreds of years potentially, and they don't fucking want you horning in on their shit unless you're gonna pay them.
No, that's a fact too, because even like when we did the shit from the city, they had a company they recommended, and I think we had to use them honestly to come and do the shit. Yeah, and they're a private company. I even asked them. Yeah,
right. And who's gonna fucking? I mean, ASAP, Alcohol Safety Action Program. Yeah, that's a fucking private company.
ASAP, I know it's ASAP Mob. ASAP Rocking.
I got caught with weed. I got arrested with weed, and they made me do Alcohol Safety Action Program, and I paid to fucking basically do alcohol classes for a weed charge. And you're like, what the fuck does that fucking have to do with anything?
Yeah, that's weird.
But it's, that's a private company that offers that service, and this like the fact that a judge is like, you must.
And you actually pay for that thing too, right?
Yeah, you pay.
Yeah, my friend was on that for like 2 years.
Dude,
damn.
Dude, he couldn't get off. He was on house arrest, literally on house arrest for like 2 years.
Dude, there's some
like
that's different.
It was because I think he was failing piss tests for weed, like.
Yeah.
But house arrest for 2 years?
Yeah. Like off and on, but like for 2 years.
Because you kept spending just stop smoking. Bro, after I realized I've been on this too long.
His ass was quarantined
fucking
before
weed, bro.
COVID.
Yeah. I'm glad we getting past that though. Like weed's not being looked at as fucking criminal anymore. Like you were talking about, you said you had your medical.
I got a medical card. I just got the email. My medical card is coming, dude.
So it's official. We really have medical.
I'll be able to buy fucking weed legally.
But where do you buy it from? I guess from the actual doctor.
You go to a dispensary. They got a Portsmouth one, and there's one in Richmond. Those are the two closest.
Wow.
And the Richmond one's better from what I hear. So, yeah, dude, I got on a tele.com.
Oh, so you need your car for them ones. You need a car for them.
Yes, it's medical,
Right.
Like, yeah.
Right.
From
It
the,
costs-
from the state, I guess, or city.
My
Is
boy
it state or
on
city?
it.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta figure out something.
He like, yo, my head did just start hurting a little bit.
it's
Marijuana, that's the
$250.
only thing that works. Yo. I mean, the doctor word. That's the only thing that works.
It's the weed, yo. I be chilling.
Oh yeah, what's your diagnosis for it?
So I have anxiety and insomnia.
I think I do too.
Yeah, I think I
You're
could,
funny as
looking
hell.
around the room, I'm like, I think everybody might have a touch of the insomnia. Dude, they can't, you know, I just got to prove, so.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much.
You don't want to say too
He's like,
much.
God bless the great state of Virginia.
Oh, shit. Oh,
No, they're beautiful, wonderful people in this beautiful Commonwealth. Yeah, it costs $250, and then you get the card, and then you know, they just send it to you. You just set up and go in and fucking buy your marijuana products.
And then is it possible to have insurance for that to get it for free, or is it all out of pocket?
No insurance, no
insurance.
insurance. But even though it only costs it's like a $25 ticket now, that's such a bummer. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could just pay the $25.
Yeah, they don't care. I have friends who got pulled over. The cops gave them their weed back.
Mm-hmm.
I had another friend. His girl was driving, and he was smoking the blunt the whole time. The cop was talking to his girl, like interacting, and he didn't say anything.
in
Like,
Virginia?
yeah,
Dude, I just
Cam.
imagine
Nigga,
that
yeah, I was
right,
about to say.
dude, right
What the
now,
hell happened to Cam?
they're
He
like,
smoking a blunt.
yeah, and Aqueduct. Cop didn't say nothing, bro. They don't care anymore, bro.
dude.
Yeah. Unless you have like, unless you're like trying to traffic like pounds between like
Damn,
states and shit.
They
They don't care.
Bro, cause they were like, you know how much money we can make off of this?
Money too, and just people. Like times have changed, bro. Like the public perspective on drugs, like period, has changed. Like you see states
after
are
that Corona shit. I think that's what really made niggas be like, yo,
Cause they were
motherfuckers
finally
eat
like,
off this
dispensaries
weed
were
shit.
essential in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in places where it was legal at, they ain't closing. Just like ABC stores, like ABC
so-
stores were essential.
So when everybody was going on lockdown, everybody was trying to get their pounds. Like, let me go ahead and grab this pound.
Yeah,
So I ain't
they
gotta
said
keep- I ain't
Corona's
gotta worry
going
about it.
on.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you ultimately? Yeah, we can get back to that. Like you said, so you were drawing in school, and in middle school you were drawing like tattoos on people, just like with marker and stuff. How did you eventually get into your first tattoo job?
So what I did it all fucked up. It's fucked. I got caught with alcohol, and then I got caught with. This is kind of a roundabout way to answer this, but this doesn't sound like it links. It links in. So I was driving. This is kind of a funny story or a fucked story. I was driving down the road, man. I was going to Virginia Beach, and I got like a coworker to buy me a case of beer. I was 20 years old. I had like two girls in the car, and I was like drinking Four Locos, and they're drinking fucking bottles of beer and shit, and we were going out to the beach. And I was like, this is fucked. Drunk driving's fucked up. But I'm like throwing beer bottles out at the fucking Jersey wall on the highway, going like, woo! Like I'm like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm having sex
you were really
tonight.
He was turned up.
So,
He said, I'm having sex. My nigga for certain. I'm getting
With
fucked.
two
I
hoes.
was definitely and then like, dude, we're driving and this chick is just like, there's a cop. And I was going like 78 or some
Damn,
stupid
you was
shit,
driving
dude.
too?
I was driving
Oh,
fast as
man.
fuck.
She said that.
And
Don't do this at home, kids.
dude,
Don't.
I got
Well on the road.
I got
Do it
fucking
at
pulled
home.
over,
Fuck it.
and this cop, he's like, he pulled me out of the car. He's like, "How much shit you had to drink tonight?" And I was stupid as fuck because I was 20, and I was
You was
like,
probably
What,
talking
probably one or
shit.
two.
I was like 2 drinks, and he's like, "What were they?" And I was like, 4 Locos. And
Oh,
this is,
yeah, you're right. He said 2 drinks. Just 2 Four Locos.
but this is
like-
before. This is like right when 4 Loco fucking dropped.
Yeah.
So he didn't know what the fuck it was. And he's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "It's like an energy drink with alcohol in it. It comes in a can this tall." And he's like a tilt? And I'm like, "Yeah, like a tilt."
And it's a really big percentage of alcohol.
Yeah,
in it,
he
by
was
the
like,
way,
dude,
if
he
you
just looked at
don't
me. He's
know.
like, man, that's not 2 drinks.
That's like 8 drinks. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm like, I didn't know. So he gave me a field sobriety test and I passed it. So he's like, look, man, the good news is I'm not taking you to jail, but the bad news is I'm impounding your car. So he made me like crack every beer in this case out and pour it on the side of the road, and had my car impounded. I got a ticket for underage possession of alcohol. And
the real question is, what happened to the bitches?
Dude, that's a sad tale.
Word, I just thought about it. Like, yo, he said he was driving with 2 bitches.
Didn't fucking.
I don't even want to
didn't
call
have-
them
he
bitches.
didn't have
but,
sex.
I did not get
the
laid.
The 2 women. Like,
It completely fucked up the whole night. I was about to have a great night, and dude. So a week later, I was sitting in a Chanelo's parking lot, and I was rolling up a blunt, and dude, man, I was waiting for my buddy, just a delivery driver. He was gonna get off work, and we were gonna fucking smoke a blunt, and dude, these cops pulled up behind my car. Some fucking asshole called the cops, and like, dude, these motherfuckers so fast. They pulled up behind me and so fast. I had like a textbook on my lap or some shit, and I went to like brush the weed off, and it was so fast. They just like ran like, "Who's got the dope? Who's got the dope?" And I like freaked out and just like knocked it all over myself. So there's like weed everywhere. And they're like, "Who's got the dope? I'll put cuffs on you." And dude, I just like looked at this guy and I was like, I've got the weed, man. I don't like
Acting like you have
can't
weapons
even
of
lie
mass
about it or
destruction.
nothing.
well, at that time,
Who's got
man,
the nukes?
That was in Chesapeake,
That's how they be acting.
specifically in Deep Creek. And in Deep Creek at that time, it was this fucking bullshit thing. This dude had shot a cop that they had, so they suspected he was growing weed. And they went to raid his house in unmarked cars. And they like snuck up without sirens in plain clothes, and they were beating down his door. So they'd had an informant break into his house to get evidence. This is like there's like a bunch of shades of fucked up bullshit.
That sounds illegal too.
Oh, super illegal. But like, of course, nothing fucking.
They did not have
nothing
a,
was
they did
done
not have a
wrong.
warrant for that.
The investigation was airtight. This dude thought it was just some fuckers back to rob him again, and he shot through the door and he killed a cop. That motherfucker was sentenced to like life in prison a week before that. And they were all fired up about weed. Yeah. So they're just, dude, I was working mall security at Greenbrier Mall, and like, dude, these motherfuckers are like, "Where do you work?" And I was like, at Greenbrier Mall. They're like, what do you do? And I'm like, security. And this fucking guy's like, whose side are you on? It's like,
Hey,
But my man, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit.
yeah,
yo.
dude.
I'm on Norfolk side.
I'm on my side, man.
he
They're
said,
like-
on the side of the
Who's
people.
that? Hey, yo, get the fuck out of here,
hilarious.
man.
So I lost my license. I went to,
Hey, yo.
Look, we still didn't get to the part where he started tattooing. This is
Yeah.
we getting
but
there.
it's
Let's go.
I knew it's coming. It's coming.
Let's go.
So I didn't have a license. I was fucking, dude, I was just like, I had been selling weed, and I had been selling like mushrooms and acid and shit.
Yeah.
And I had like, man, I had a little bit of money. And I was going to like TCC, and I was taking art classes, and fucking, dude, every bit of that money I made, like all of it, everything, and it's fucked because the dude I would get my mushrooms and acid and like ecstasy from, he's like, Keith, I'm gonna tell you, it ain't so fucking cool when you get arrested, because all that fucking money you make is just gone. And it was literally like all the fees, all the fines, all the fucking the lawyer costs and all that shit, and it didn't do shit, and I lost all my money, and I fucking didn't have nothing. I didn't have a license no more, and it was fucking like, it was really cool. I was having sex with people, partying, and it was done. And I was like, well, I guess that's over. I really am not built for jail. So
It sounded like
how
you
old
really
are you at
died.
this-
nobody.
Oh my
No, dude,
goodness.
it's really not.
How old
That
were
shit
you
happened to
when this
nobody.
story was happening?
20.
Okay,
So
so this was like this was a pivotal point in your life.
it was a major pivotal
So when
point.
did life like humble you? Like
that
That was the moment,
That was
yeah.
the first time. And it was like, so I had been talking about tattooing for a long time, and I had this buddy Paul, and Paul is like, I've been like, Paul, I'm gonna get a tattoo apprenticeship. I'm gonna do it. Fuck my dad. Fuck my mom. I don't give a fuck. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. And all this fucking dumb bullshit. It's not like not doing nothing for me. I'm just fucking around, and I want to do it, and it's what I want to do. And like a week later, I'm just like being a pussy about it, honestly. And a week later, Paul hit me up and he's like, I got an apprenticeship. And I was like, no way. He's like, Paul never talked about tattooing. And he's like, yeah, man, they want other people there. So he's like, I'll pick you up and I'll drive you there. So I like took my drawings in. Paul drove me there because I have a license. And I fucking showed them my drawings. And they're like, yeah, we'll teach you. And Paul basically, which is really sad, I kind of lost touch with him a little bit. But while I didn't have a license, Paul was apprenticing too. And Paul drove me to work. He would come and pick me up and take me into apprentice. And it was kind of like this thing I had been putting off and not really like getting the guts to go and do. Because it's kind of, it's intimidating. I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
And then began the fucking bullshit.
It's funny how like God will put like one person in your life
Yeah.
that can like see like so he found this spot for you, like say give you a ride, and he kind of just helps you get onto that path.
Yeah.
It could be like one person sometimes.
Big time. And I was pretty much like, my life was fucking shitty at that time. I got dumped by my girlfriend, dude. I was fucking just in a fucking bad, it sucked dick. And then the people who I was apprenticing under did not make it any better. So, dude, I came and I was like, my girlfriend dumped me. And they're like, she's fucking the basketball team now, you fucking queer. Like,
Damn.
they would just like dig in, man. It was brutal.
He's fucking the basketball.
She probably was, man. She was something.
She had All-Star Weekend.
She was nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was a sad motherfucker.
we all
I
had
would have
those,
been
though.
like, fuck life. I don't
It be
care
like that, man.
no more.
I probably would have still wanted to fuck with her, man.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
That is the truth, man.
Nasty ass. Come here.
I'm like, why did you cheat on me, babe?
It's crazy how it's crazy how you grow from heartbreak though.
Oh yeah, you do.
You really grow from that pain when you get your heart broken.
Yeah, it just make you look at them different.
No
like,
facts.
man, you don't fuck with me, man. I can't fuck with you.
It
Well,
makes you learn.
No, I'm talking about just
yourself.
you as yourself. Like you learn like a lot about yourself.
Yeah. It just make you be careful to be careful who you mess with next.
Well, it did just like fucked up because I mean, really at that time, I just had low self-esteem. That's the truth, and I just let this chick do whatever. And I mean, honestly, I don't harbor any grudges because she is cool. But I just had low self-esteem, and
It'd be like that, man.
sometimes it's like that, and I have been learning that in therapy.
No, you go to therapy.
Oh yeah, it's like, hey, I'm not even mad about it now.
I think we all have that story, man.
Oh yeah,
We all,
you gotta. That's a pretty common one, and it's like cool to have it happen when you're 20 instead
Yeah.
of 30.
for sure.
Because I know motherfuckers that are 30, 35, 40 that are still like never learned that lesson. Like, some people are bad for you, and you just should dump them.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I apprenticed at Blue Horseshoe. It was pretty brutal.
That's like a popular one around here, right? Because I've heard that name before.
Yeah, Blue Horseshoe. They had
That's like in Hampton, right?
There's one in
I've heard
Hampton,
rap. And then there's one in
Virginia Beach, and there's one in Portsmouth. And when I started, there was one in Norfolk, and there was, I think that was it. Man, these motherfuckers were making millions of dollars.
Really?
Oh yeah. They were jumping.
So, my bad. Go ahead. No, my bad.
No. They I started working there. Is this interesting?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. The owner so I started working.
When you preface something with "Yo, they're making millions of dollars," it's hard for not to be interesting.
I'm trying to hear about how they made this million. Shit, hell yeah.
So this is what I don't know how old are y'all?
We're all like 25.
I'm only 23.
Are you 23? Okay.
So it was illegal around here, and everybody would drive to Gloucester or like Yorktown to get tattooed.
Wait, before shops? This is before shops?
Way back, like 2000.
Wait, that early though? 2000 is not that long ago.
Oh, I know.
So it was illegal to get tattoos in Virginia in
And
2000?
757, you were not getting tattooed. And what happened was this motherfucker I apprenticed under, he opened up a shop at the 1001 Mart at Mercury and Canal in Deep Creek, and they arrested him. And he got Mike Joins of Joins and Guides, the law firm, to fucking sue the city. And he's like, "You're gonna fucking let me open a shop." And Mike Joins and him fucking basically, they cannot. It's legal in Virginia. They cannot de facto ban it, and nobody came against them. So when so they basically had a good case. They got a shop. They were like, "We can open shops now." They opened up a shop in Virginia Beach first. And then he opened up a shop in Portsmouth. And he opened up a bunch of shops everywhere. And
damn, yeah. They was the first ones to really be out here like that.
This is Blue Horseshoe, right?
Yeah, right. They made millions.
Fuck yeah, they made millions. Motherfuckers were burying cash in their backyards. There was fucking serious money. Motherfuckers I know bought houses with cash. They were fucking making money. And they're making money where they're buying houses with cash and burying cash in their backyard. And they're splitting it 50-50 with a fucking fat bastard. How much money is that guy making when there's 10 guys working in one shop? And these motherfuckers are making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
What about the value of tattoos themselves? How has that changed since like then? Just the price of getting a tattoo.
It's all over the place.
It's went up or down?
It's just went up with inflation.
Yeah.
The problem is that you have like a bunch of shops now. So when I started in 2010, it was bad to the guys that had been there. But when I started in 2010, man, I would roll up, shop would open 10 to 10. They wouldn't let you open beyond 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And you'd roll up and you'd park your car and there would be a line of people waiting. And no matter what fucking day it was, it could be New Year's Day. New Year's Day, there's people out there 10 a.m. Fucking Christmas.
On your birthday?
Yeah, thank you. Dude, I rolled up in there fucking like on my birthday. I had fucking been doing coke and I've been staying. I didn't sleep.
You did a lot of coke back in the day, bro.
I did a lot of coke. Dude, I loved cocaine.
Yeah.
So, dude, I just was like, they made me fucking work, man. I'm like, please don't do it. And I'm like, I go in and dude, there's just a line of people, and I'm like, dude, I did not go to sleep, And there's like 9 people just waiting at fucking 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Weren't you partying? Like, what the fuck is going on?
9 people, damn. You not even gonna probably wouldn't even finish all 9, depending on what they want.
Oh, buddy,
Yeah,
we
for
fucking finished. We finished
They need the money. They need that money
They
that
was
day.
turned up, nigga.
Dude, I was fucking making. I was making stupid percentage because I was still an apprentice. I was making like 35%, and I would fucking roll home with checks like $1,500, $2,000 a week. That's 35%.
Early 2000s.
Yes,
That's crazy.
35%.
that's not even. That was 2010.
Yeah.
That was so like, and these motherfuckers were like, "This money sucks, man. We're not making shit no more." And I'm like, God damn, I'm like fucking 20. Yeah, I'm 22, and I didn't have nothing going. Like I just lived by myself, and they're bitching about it. I'm like, damn, that's fucking good ass money. And
Which lets you know they used to make way more.
oh yeah, they
Yeah.
made a lot of money. But there's so many people doing it, and there's so many shops now. It's like the curve of people getting them versus the curve of shops has like, it's like the gap is tight. So you wind up like, places like this are weird because they relate to the game, and the people that could open a shop had the capital to fucking pay the fees and deal with all the hoops.
Yeah.
When there was only 3 shops in the city, man, motherfuckers were making money.
It's just being on the cutting edge of shit, like
Yeah,
fucking.
Second something's legal, fucking
Netflix or any industry you want to go into where somebody was the first, they took over. Like,
this fucking dude, he had like his fucking front yard was as big as this room, dude. This dude slammed a fucking giant koi pond in it. He fucking dude, he was this big fat bastard. He had like these crazy throne chairs out front to sit in and shit. And
you're talking about the dude who started Blue Horseshoe, right?
yes.
Yeah.
He lived in Portsmouth at the time. And this like it was like in this dumpy house in like the hood. And dude, he just like was like just like built it up into this crazy fucking, it looked like a Spencer's gift shop. So it was crazy.
Hell yeah.
He's a fucking
Shout out to that dude. He definitely broke some fucking boundaries, paved the way.
Yes, shout out to him. On one hand, he's a big piece of shit, and on the other hand, I totally get him. And I'm like, dude made the fucking cash. You know, he you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. A few other things I want to touch on too is I seen on your Instagram. Well, actually, before we even get to that, so you said your dad owned the drywall company, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking of just how you went from to getting your own shop, because obviously there's a bunch of tattoo artists that don't get their own shop.
Right.
So I'm thinking maybe you were inspired by your dad just owning the business, or how did it go from when did you know that you wanted to own your own shop?
Basically, I used to bitch all the time about how everybody else was doing it wrong, and essentially, me and my buddy Sean would be like, the only thing we can do to fix this is by starting our own shop, you know, and finally, basically the golden opportunity arrived and we just took it. I didn't really want to own a shop, but on the flip side, I didn't want to work for anybody. And just to be like essentially the buy-in was about as much as a car costs for me. And I was like, fuck it. I went to Wells Fargo and was like, will y'all give me a personal loan? And they gave me this personal loan at like 26% interest, which is
God damn.
absolutely fucked.
Damn.
But
It's usually like less than 5 supposed to be.
well, if you fucking get a business loan, but then you're gonna have to show them a business plan. And
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't.
That's harder to get.
I'm like, fuck you. I was like, I want to make a big purchase, and
Yeah.
I just wired the money to the guy who owned the shop, and fucking Sean paid the other half, and that was that. And
And what year was that?
that was 2017.
Okay.
But yeah, we owned it, and it, you know, created gigantic stress in my life. But and then I had babies and got married and fucking added 2 more giant stresses in my life.
And now you feed your family with your passion.
Yeah, it's true.
All the hours in your room spent alone doing it didn't go to waste. I wanted to ask you too, bro. I seen on your fucking Instagram you had the dude from the Tiger King.
The jet
shout you
ski-
out.
the jet
Did you
ski guy.
tattoo him? Like how'd that happen?
No, I just paid him on Cameo.
Oh, okay. That's cheating, but that's so cool. Yeah. He's saying, you know, you could tattoo on your body. Fuck Carol Baskin. The bitch did it.
I was like, please say fuck Carol Baskins. Dude, it's so funny. People are like adding like, he's a snitch. He's a snitch. I like deleted their comments. I'm like, fuck you. The Jet Ski King's cool, man. I'm like,
Hold on.
they say he told on Joe and shit, but dude, Joe's a fuckface, man. And furthermore, everybody's a fucking snitch half the time, man. I don't.
Did
give
you
a
watch
fuck.
that series, bro?
Nah, serious of what?
The Joe Exotic shit, the Tiger King.
I mean, I didn't watch. Hold on. Is new seasons and shit up there?
Nah, just the one.
I mean, I
little
watched.
series they did.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched some.
It's hilarious.
Like with him and he got the whole farm and shit with the animals and shit.
That's part of it.
I ain't gonna say the animal, but they try to say he killed the shorty.
What he was
No,
trying, dude. Joe was
No,
was fucking trying to pay a hitman to kill her.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it never happened. But no, people say that she killed her husband though.
Yeah,
Her ex-husband.
Oh yeah.
That's like
yeah.
the, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody says fuck her, she did it. But shout out to Joe, man, I guess.
No, dude, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Joe's a piece of shit, dude. Joe.
Fuck it, take my shout out back.
Yeah, take it back, dude. They definitely. Well, just to like, when you look into that stuff, Joe used the N-word like it was going out of style, and they cut all that shit. And Joe is on.
Let him say it.
I kind of wish they did.
Yeah, so he would have got exposed with niggas. I mean,
But like.
fuck with him.
Then the other thing is that Joe is on fucking film at like trying to pay multiple police fucking sting motherfuckers to kill that woman. There's a ton of like, dude, they didn't fucking get that dude to do nothing.
That was all. It was a bunch of bullshit on everybody's part. Yeah.
Joe's just a fucking dumb idiot. But fuck Carol Baskins, man. I like the Jet Ski King.
Hell yeah.
So you ever come through like creative blocks and shit? Like,
Oh yeah.
how's like your whole process with everything?
With the creative block, what I would do normally is just try to focus on my wife and having sex with her and until it's over.
Yeah. Well, that's like a muse.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes it happens, and I've asked older dudes who tattoo. I'll be like, "What do you do when you don't give a fuck?" And they're like, "Well, just I don't know, wait," because that's sometimes you gotta, dude. There, you know, with farms, they'll have like multiple fields,
Yeah.
and they'll have one field every year that they don't seed
Why?
because it's good to like when you plant plants over and over again in a field. They suck up all the nutrients in the soil.
Give the soil time to
lay fallow.
regenerate.
They call it let it lay fallow, right? So that field gets a good year off, and the next time you plant, it's back. So the soil is more rich.
Yeah.
And some shit I used to always hear would be like, it's good to let the field lay fallow. Basically, sometimes you can't force it, and anytime I force it, it's shit. And if you just like I just get interested in some dumb shit. Like, I'll just fucking, you know, just have fun, do something else, enjoy that thing for like a week. Let my fucking mind relax and come back to it. It's good to give yourself a break. And it's hard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's hard because your job is always being like my job is like it's like every week being creative, keeping like somebody waited a month. They don't give a fuck if I don't like I'm not feeling it today.
No, exactly. When you're in your room, you don't have to be professional about it. But what is being professional? It's about doing your best even when you don't feel like it. So
Right.
that's definitely part of it too of going into business.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that now it's your job. You must perform like consistently. And the truth is, people that don't do any kind of thing that's artistic, they don't understand the idea of like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Like, because they don't feel it at their job.
They don't ever feel it. They
Right,
don't even know what
yeah.
feeling it is.
Right. Their job never is satisfying artistically. They don't know what that means. So like,
For sure.
but you know, they want to pay money and get you at your peak. So like what, you know, you do your best and get through. But ultimately, sometimes I just play video games.
Hell yeah.
So I'm trying to get me a system.
What you been doing lately, bro, to get past like blocks or?
Yeah, actually,
Dude, I actually just got out of one, but that was like because of like seasonal depression.
Dude,
You think that's a thing for real?
buddy.
Bro, yes,
It's
for
a
sure,
fucking
dog.
definite thing.
Every
It
time
is.
it's the
That
winter
sun
time,
give you
it's
a feeling.
like I just feel alone.
What do you?
Yeah.
What do you design?
I like
Everybody's
that shit
against
too,
me.
yo.
Like you're
Word.
a designer?
Graphics.
Okay, yeah.
That's crazy.
Nothing like super crazy yet though. Like
What like?
He's dropped like what 2 shirts and a hat right now.
Where the shirts at? You got some shirts?
these are hats. He got on one too.
Oh yeah.
I got just
The
hat
shirts
right
are at the fucking crib. You know the little
How much for the
fucking.
shirts?
You know the bunny from Bambi. Thumper.
Yeah, Thumper. Yeah,
It was that. It was a design I made with that.
that's
Had
cool,
the
man.
logo over that. I would fucking show you if I.
Dude,
yeah.
do you have
I
a
don't even know.
How much
You
for-
could,
how much
I
for
have
the
an
shirts?
Instagram and shit for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much for the shirts?
I
Oh, you
only
just reminded
have
me too.
smalls now. Still, like
Damn, what other?
I don't even be trying to sell those shits anymore.
You just sell shit off of Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah, that's how he just reminded me. I seen that you do
I
that
have
too.
a
You sell
website
prints.
too. It's like under fucking Big Cartel.
Yeah.
That shit sucks though, cause it's like you gotta pay a fee.
Dude, all those sites are
All that they
motherfuckers.
tax you. All that.
That
dumb
.com is
shit.
beautiful,
Just,
though.
like,
Once you
being
have your
under their
.com.
name, it's like, but you can still buy your own domain. But
Yeah.
you'll still be under that site. Like,
Right.
GoDaddy used to have that game on lock.
No facts.
Yeah.
Dude.
They had the late night commercials.
So are you trying to do clothes and stuff?
Yeah.
Man,
That's a hard game to get
that's a
into. too.
rough racket, dude.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Like, have you ever seen Glengarry Glen Ross?
I don't think so.
It's got this famous fucking Alec. Fuck yeah, dude. It's got this.
I would have to go to Instagram for the shit from the shirt from the Thumper tees. But you could check that shit out. It's Studio is Earth.
Is
Cool.
that
That's
the-
the Instagram
You wear
for it.
size small?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Fuck no. I wear a medium. I could fit a small, but it's like it's gonna be tight on me, like not even tight, but like super snugged. So I wear like a medium, large
Yeah.
Dude,
sometimes.
who do you go through to get your shit printed?
Huh?
Do you print it yourself?
Nah. I want to one day. Like I really aspired to do that. Like just do everything on my own. Like,
The whole process.
yeah.
It's not hard.
Bro.
'Cause it's like-
bro, all you gotta do is get the.
I know
bro, they got
it's
the shit
gonna
at
be
Walmart.
so much time into it, but it's like that's what I would fuck with. Like
They don't have it at Walmart.
Bro,
They might have a.
just
They
seeing
might have a
people
cheap one
in
at
my
Walmart.
shit, like the shit that was like
bro,
in my
nigga Osama
fucking
got one from Walmart.
imagination
Bro.
at one time.
I gotta check that out then.
Dude, you know what you need to do? Not to tell someone I just met what to do, but get on Craigslist and just search over and over again. Just check regularly for screen printing materials.
Do people still use Craigslist? I feel like
Oh, yeah.
I switched to Marketplace and Let Go and shit.
They do. You're young.
Bro, I was using Craigslist too, but they started charging you. They charge you for like to put a post up there.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
I found
It's
shit on,
$5.
like, Amazon, like heat presses and
Dude, straight up,
like garment.
get the fucking screen print shit. There's people who start screen printing operations all the
Yeah.
time, and they sell the
I just
shit.
know it's more work, but it's like
That's what
it's
you
better
do, dude.
quality.
It's better. Well, that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's the straight up.
And there's no middleman. There's no.
Dude, you can find people who just gave up, who sell the gear cheap as fuck on there. I mean, it's an investment, but you're like, it's a one-time investment, and the fucking cost just drops fucking dramatically. You can literally get online, sell shit to people that doesn't exist, and print it yourself, made to order. You cut out that shit where you're like buying stock, and that's the way motherfuckers make money doing that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
They sell it before they make it, and they just so they're not investing money. Like I invested $1,000 into these prints, and then COVID happened, and
That's probably why the shit ended up dropping, because they're selling it before like
Before what? Before you
they
make it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you straight up, the people who make money doing that shit, they sell it before they make it.
Because it's this
Bro, that's my key to life. I like to sell shit before I make before anything.
it's like this category you can like oversell products.
Oh, what do you mean oversell?
You can oversell them, like it's
Oh, and
gonna
not be able
say
to
it's
fulfill the
sold
orders?
out. It's not gonna say all the shit was sold out on the fucking store, but like you can still keep selling.
And like, what, you won't be able to fulfill all
dude,
the orders?
All you gotta do is
Dude,
get.
I don't even know, honestly. Like I
Bro,
didn't even
there-
really look into it, but it sounds like you're like
All
I've
you gotta
seen,
do
like-
is
Selling
fucking
shit to people
buy
don't even know they're
buy
buying
the stock,
Yeah.
buy like the shirts you're gonna fucking print it on. It's like that's fast, you know.
For sure. Bro, I've seen like what I think is super dope is
it's probably pretty much like a loan.
Yeah.
Honestly. I didn't even mean to cut you off.
No, you good, you good.
but-
No, definitely invest. You should
Try to
definitely
pay
invest
that
in
back.
have all your own equipment. But I think it's super dope that like there's people that'll make money on like seasonal shit or like holidays. Like Valentine's Day will come around the corner. Somebody will create a mug, a Valentine's Day mug, promote the shit out of it with like Facebook ads, Google ads, and just make a couple $100,000 on that Valentine's Day or like any holiday.
Yeah, dude.
Just like really specific targeted merchandise or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. There's this dude I follow who he does art and prints he prints clothes. This dude Death Traders. You should look into him. He had dude, there's like 3-6 Mafia wore his shit, and fucking Travis Barker wore his shit, and dude, he's just this punk rock motherfucker from Brooklyn who and I've ordered shirts from him, and they take fucking like super long to get to your house because that's what that dude does.
But it feels rare though when it gets there.
It's sweet as fuck. His shit is so fucking cool. It's like I got this fucking hood, like this like crew neck sweatshirt of like a cyborg who's like standing on a fucking severed human head, and it's like got a gun, and it's cool as fuck. But man, he just makes what people order, so he doesn't fucking have anything sunk into it, except for what he sells. So
I like that.
He's literally all profit margin. It's
and once you get to a certain level, you're always gonna have orders. Like, so you're just gonna continuously make shit. Like, you know,
bingo.
what I mean?
But it's like that way. Like you don't lose as much.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the shit with all this stuff. Where it's like I'm sitting on fucking 40 prints on some shit I was gonna sell for $100 a piece because COVID, where I don't have conventions to go to. And I was banking on that.
Yo, are you into you hip to the NFTs? The NFT shit that's been happening?
What is NFT?
NFT, don't listen to me. I'm not really super hip to it, but it's like basically like a fucking stock, and you can make anything a stock.
Exactly
So it's
what
like
he
you could
said.
sell a tweet, you could sell an image, you could sell a video clip of something, or like you could basically make anything a stock. So I can make an NFT. Let's say we took a picture right now, or let's say we took a segment of this show and put like a 5-second segment of it
somebody
and sold it as an
painted us.
NFT. Yeah, on this, you can sell it on this site called Open SEO or something like that. But basically, let's say we'll post that clip, and then let's say I'll sell it for like $1 or whatever I want to sell it for, whatever its value is, which the value is, whatever people are willing to pay for it at that time. So let's say I sell it for $1. Then somebody now owns that NFT, which stands for non-fungible item, which is something that's unique that it doesn't exist anywhere else but there. So basically, then somebody will buy it, and then the thing is the value can go up, then they can resell it. But every time it gets resold, the original creator gets a percentage of it. So what's been happening is a lot of artists have been using it to sell their art independently without having to like be in the galleries and shit. So like artists have sold paintings up there for like 200,000 that are worth like a couple million now in a couple years. Like,
That's crazy.
So it's like making art a stock almost. It's like
No shit.
That's dope.
it goes way deeper than that of how it all works. But
Yeah,
that's like
no.
the, you know what I mean, the gist of it.
Dude, especially for art stuff, man, because like cutting out these motherfuckers that rip everybody off is fucking key. Like it's that thing that's so sad with artistic endeavors that like it's that shit I was talking about where you don't practice being a businessman, you practice doing your art.
Yeah.
And there's people who practice being businessmen.
And been taking advantage of artists for a long time.
Bingo. And fuck them. Fuck those motherfuckers. They can suck a dick. Fuck
agree.
them. Cut them out.
He said, "I agree."
That's that shit though. That's that thing like internet, Instagram, and all the social media has like really. It's like that. Have you looked into that shit with Spotify where like big labels basically screw out smaller artists using Spotify?
I'm not sure in what way.
Look into that. I'm not like, I don't have a keen enough memory, but I'll tell you this.
It probably has something to do with the playlisting and shit, because it's like people pay to get on these playlists, which are like they fucking curate what people are listening to at that time.
They pay out based on like your market share, right? So if you're just say you're a small artist, you get like 10,000 listens in a month. That's good for like a local guy who isn't like signed with Time Warner or something.
You could do a lot with 10,000 fans. That's all you need.
Right.
Yeah.
But on Spotify, it's a lot harder because, you know, Time Warner and fucking all these other big labels, they eat up that market share. So your percentage, so if you have 10,000 fans that listen to your shit, versus like Jay-Z, your market share on Spotify is percentage-wise so much less, and they pay out big labels, but you don't get shit, and it costs you money. And Apple Music's a lot better, apparently, but you know, you think about these. So, prime example, like, you know, Time Warner is, you know, they want to retain their money, and none of the motherfuckers that work for Time Warner are artists. They're fucking jackoffs that want to make money off of artists. So, fuck them. You know, like it's like, why the fuck should you be making the money off the backs of motherfuckers that actually do something, right? It's like, but the internet fucked all them up, and they're kind of working around ways to like get the power back on, like, no, we control the fucking shit. We are the businessmen that understand the market. You know, it's like, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass, so I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, but now things are changing though. Things are definitely changing. Artists are getting the power.
But man, I'll tell you straight up though, those big like the businessmen, they're changing too, and they're fucking getting. They're like, they got, you know, they got people they pay to learn how this shit works. You know, they got resources beyond what you have. But it is sweet as fuck. Like, that NFT shit is something to look into, because
definitely
cutting out that element is fucking probably the most key shit. I hate to say it, but those motherfuckers just, you know, get a job.
Hell yeah. This has definitely been a fire episode. I want to kind of end it off on I seen on, you have a separate Instagram where you sell prints.
I sell art and prints.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
If you want to just touch on that a little bit. And whatever else you want to leave the people with.
You know, I make a bunch of extra art and I want to sell it. So it's linked on my Instagram is at Jesus Creep, and it's at jesuscreep.exe.
Side note, what does Jesus Creep even mean to you?
I was tripping out with my buddy, man, and I said some shit like, that guy's a Jesus freak, and my buddy, he was tripping out too, and he thought I said Jesus Creep, and he laughed. He thought that was the funniest shit. And right then I was like, that's genius, and I changed my Instagram to that. Okay. And he was so butthurt about it. He's such a fucking turd. But but I'm like, did I? Yeah, I said it. You know, like I didn't say it, but you thought I said it. He thought you said it. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good. It sounds right as an Instagram name, right?
It's provocative.
It's provocative. It's cool.
It's sexy. It gets the people going.
It gets the people going. Yeah, for real. No, it's a good handle, right? People remember that.
Yeah.
There was this guy, man, his shit was like Shitwish or some crazy thing, and a lot of tattooers have these crazy fucking Instagram names, and I was like, this is fucking golden. And now I'll be at conventions, people are like, you're Jesus Creep, and I'm like, I am the Jesus Creep. That is correct. Yeah. And like, people give you dirty looks. I'm like, I'm not, you know. No.
So are you like famous in the fucking tattoo world? Because I see you kind of are like lit on Instagram. I wouldn't even say famous, put that pressure on you, but like,
I've got like I think I have like a regional sort of thing. You know, a lot of tattooers, I like to think, and probably, you know, it's funny, is like, probably, you know, in my mind it's not true, but I think a lot of people regionally in like this sort of part of the country, yeah, in a way, not like, yeah, I don't want to sound like an egomaniac,
and that's just like from going to conventions and just networking with people, I guess.
Just trying to do a good job. Yeah. That's really it.
Yeah.
People, it's still a tight community. Tattooing is still a really tight community, and people know who you know. People remember you.
What about
that you're with them for life?
Yeah, like,
they can't forget you.
What you gotta say for like the up and coming tattoo artists and shit?
For up and coming, it's the best advice I ever heard on anything artistically, anything, including tattoos, is to just not quit. And your goal needs to be to outlast everybody else.
I love that.
That's a good one because it's the truth. It really is. People quit. And if you don't quit and you keep trying,
You eventually the last one standing.
you are eventually the last one standing. Exactly. And people will be like, you've been doing it since 2020. You know, like at 2040, if you never fucking quit, you will eventually find your fucking audience. And people love a motherfucker who is tenacious.
Yeah.
Straight up. If you want to get it, I'll spell it out really fucking blatant. Anybody wants to get a tattoo apprenticeship, you need to continue coming back and trying over and over again, because people cannot ignore a person who doesn't want to fucking quit. If you quit,
that's a fact though.
I love that.
for real.
I love that. I love that.
I salute that because it is some people like that, like music wise, like who music isn't really that. Like I wouldn't say it's all there yet, but they ambition and they grind make you just want to check their shit out all the time.
That's one thing about in life.
You feel me? Like no bullshit. Like man, like you feel me? Like maybe this one just might be the one. You know what I mean? It just might be the one that made me, you know what I mean, be a fan.
Dude.
And you kind of is a fan of them because it's like you see them trying. So
Right.
It's like you still give them a chance. You still
They
check this
just
shit
the
out.
fact that they just want it.
Yeah,
like
they want it, and eventually they get better. Cause I was one of them, like now, I mean, like when I first started making music, I always felt my shit sucked. I just felt like I knew how to rap. You know what I mean? But as time got older, I realized like, damn, I am actually kind of nice. You feel me? Like, nah,
Hey, well, that's the thing though. It's like you get good.
yeah, it's
Nobody
like,
starts good.
You're crazy.
So like, if you never fucking quit,
I realize it now though. You feel me? Like now I realize it. Like,
that's it, man.
Damn. After all this time, like, yeah.
Yo,
nigga,
fucking love that, yo.
Everybody mature, especially Samir.
That's I feel like that's a fire spot to leave them on for the first episode of season 2. Don't fucking quit. That's
definitely
it.
Don't
This
quit.
shit was like
So you
2
can-
hours.
Now we had like an hour 20.
Yeah.
We got hour 20. We appreciate you guys for sticking with us, man. This is really episode 50. Lot of dope guests coming this season, man. Lot of different. We're gonna have some different episodes too coming for you guys.
A lot of stuff.
Check out the artists. Check out all different types of artists from 757 area. Like, there's a lot of talented people here.
there really is. That's that sad shit. Motherfuckers overlook it, and it's like, God damn, dude, what the fuck do people like? I get some shit. I always think, man, there's so many fucking people in this area that do something, and like people just act like it's not like some it doesn't have some magical gift of God or something. It's like, it's weird to me, man, because I think about that shit with everything. Like, there's every kind of artist in this area, and there's people doing it that are really good, and people
it really is sometimes.
There's a lane for
Virginia's so
anything.
slept on, it ain't even funny.
it's crazy.
But just
dude.
think about how many other motherfucking areas that slept on.
For
Like,
yeah,
you feel me? We just here, and so we know it because we here.
Right.
But
Yeah,
just
right,
imagine
sure.
how many other motherfucking places that's really, really slept on.
like fucking
yeah.
New York
That's
and
crazy.
fuck LA, and like they're just crazy. Like I just say that because I feel like people just get so hung up on like, oh, this person's from Brooklyn and they're good because they're from Brooklyn. It's like
all eyes on Virginia, man. It's 2021, yo. Thank you guys, bro. Thank you for coming out,
Hey,
bro. Thank you for fucking with us,
Y'all
man.
be blessed.
You're
man.
definitely welcome back anytime.
yeah, sweet.
We'll catch you guys, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Peace.
thanks, man. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go, yo. That was hard.